of sport.
Success is always relative in the Football League. It depends on where you're starting from. With us this week, a man who's been a winner from South America to the South Coast. Gus Poyet has won medals across the globe and he's taken Brighton from 20th in League One to the top half of the Championship. Gus, great to see you. Steve Cottrell, he's a totally committed manager, isn't he, at a club. He falls in love with the players he's got under him. He's very strongly bonded to them, isn't he?
But that shows why, he's always doing well and why the rapport with the players. He looked very emotional the other day in that interview in the car when he was leaving, and he was looking down and looking up, and opportunities. I think it's all about decisions. I hope he made the right decision for himself.
Do you get very close to your players as well?
Well, I got a way of doing it. It's me. I separate business, what I call him, football, proper football, that the normal person. So I separate the footballer from the person, and at the moment, it's helping me.
How have you found the Championship, Gus, for Brighton this season?
Hard, very hard, very competitive, power, there is more quality, there is strength, there is big players, experience. We've been playing against Premiership players in a few games. We have only one, really, which, in the long term, you pay the price. We started well, new stadium, the team playing good football. Nobody knew us. They thought, no, there's no chance they're going to play football in this division. We surprised a few, and then probably they started taking us a little bit more seriously, and it's been difficult. It's been very difficult.
But you're still there, aren't you? In fact, all three promoted clubs have done really well, haven't they?
Well, I mean, the problem now is the feelings, because we didn't win in 6, but 2 points from the second. The second is West Ham. If we beat them on Monday, we are ahead of them. That would be, incredible, because that shows how far we come.
And the fans just love it down there, don't they? And they love you as well. I mean, your new contract and everything else, well deserved, because that record, as I say, 50%. You don't get that everywhere, 50% win records. I know, a lot of it is League One, but it's still a winning record, isn't it? You must be very proud.
Well, I'm proud because in the beginning, if you show my first 2 months, when we were at the bottom 4, bottom 5 of the League One, there were probably many wins, because we were losing. We had problems to win at home. It was tough. So, we compensated last year, who was nearly perfection.
How much has moving to the Amex Stadium made a difference to the whole club?
Well, you see that. I know people love it. I don't. I'm the only one at Brighton who say that it was one of the horrible places to play football. I came sometimes in the morning to Within, and it was massive holes on the pitch because they were doing athletics during the week, and then we had to play football. And now we go to this place, which is totally the opposite. It's massive, it's comfortable. Even the seats now, the new seats for the managers to sit down and the subs, which it changed. It changed completely the history of the club.
Yeah. Proud manager of Brighton, proud father of Diego as well,
yeah.
Who's a Three Lions international.
Yeah, big decision is there.
Yeah.
We have a call from Charlton, seeing if we were interested in him playing in the national team. We said, well, if he wants, I'm not going to stop him. There is options. He found himself playing with a good group of players. He loved it to play, with the players from Man United and Chelsea and celebrating, which is great. I mean, it's important for the development of Diego as a footballer.
Do you worry as a father as well? Because the career is so hard, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm trying to, talk to him. He's in the worst age, no doubt, 16. Coming to 17, 18, coming to friends going out, coming to drink, coming to
girlfriends,
the wrong girlfriend or the wrong friend. So it's the moment I need to really, really pay attention and keep, make sure that at least you go through these next 2-3 years being professional in a way of saying it.
And we wish him all the very best, because as you say, young people, it's a difficult time for young people. It's a difficult time for the Football League at the moment, isn't it, as well, because they've had to agree a deal, really, where young people move on to bigger clubs for a set fee to the Premier League. Did you agree with that?
I think it's difficult. I think it was a very difficult subject to talk about. I think it's going to be plenty of, let's say, difficult situation for the clubs that is owning the player. Maybe someone's going to be lucky, so it's going to be unfair. That's the word. But I know we are not in charge. People is in charge. They make decisions. They've been talking for a while. I hope that at least there is no problems. At least we know where we are and we go with it.
Where you are in charge is who you bring in as manager of a football club. Are you pleased with the players you signed for this season in the Championship?
Yeah, we've been unlucky with a couple of injuries, but first Craig Mackay was my number one target. Very, very lucky to get him. We were fighting against big clubs. Boca, like I call him, we got him. He started unbelievable, made us win the first game. He got injured after. He come back, he did very well. He got injured again. Will as well. Hoskin has been in and out. Ryan Harley is trying to get into the team at the moment. He's having chances. Bergkamp, very unlucky. Another player came, he found it very difficult to adapt to the football. He had training because he didn't play. Vincelot, playmaker. He can play everywhere. He's that kind of player that now you need because of the fight on the bench. But Vicente is no worse. I mean, he's outstanding. He's in another level. Kasenga gives something that is needed in football today. Speed, that power that I talked before. As well, finding difficult to get in the team, but I'm sure he will get his chances.
And Gonzalo Yara just today?
Just today, yeah. Gonzalo, experience, more than 50 games for Chile. A defender, a proper South American defender with quality on the ball. The central defender that cannot play centrally defender in England, no, because of the size. This is the famous victory 3-2, no, when he scored. Not the greatest goal, but they win. They went to win. No, it's gonna give us a lot. I'm sure.
You've got Tommy Elphick out for a long time, haven't you?
Tommy Elphick, long time. Adam Elab there. I don't know when. So we needed a defender there to help us. We didn't defend as good as we were expecting.
Up front, Craig McHale-Smith is now a Scotland man, so
Scottish, yes.
It must be brilliant for him.
Well, me as an ex-international player, I used to love to play for my country. So when the chance for Maka came and he was happy to go, I'm just delighted for him. It's unbelievable the work rate of Maka. I mean, he's the type of player that when you're a defender, you don't want against you. He's quicker than what people think. He's always around. He's desperate to play. He played, with a little bit of pain. He scored. I mean, he's a nice lad. What can I say?
He seems now more confident in the Championship playing for Brighton than when he came in with Peterborough a few years ago. He now looks like a proper Championship player.
Yeah, but because it's difficult. Because the changes, people doesn't realize. I mean, it's not the same with all respect to the League One. In League One, you play maybe against 3 or 4 teams that they go Championship players, and the rest are only one. And here, we're playing against Premiership players. There is defenders, doesn't matter the names, £5 million meals to Leicester. So you playing against a defender that maybe should be in the Premiership, and it's tougher. So the first year with Peterborough, he found it a bit difficult.
You mentioned Vincenti there when we saw his name, and you said, another class, a different level. Yeah, and is he quite match fit yet? Is he ready to go properly?
Well, he was. Now this week he's been struggling a little bit. He's the good thing about Vicente is he came to us. We were very lucky because he just wanted to play football. And that's something that you need to take in consideration because we didn't have a chance. We couldn't pay him really. It was just the situation that he said, look, I want to play football. He's left for it. Scored his first goal with the right, which is great for him. He's learning English. He's enjoying life. because we're still in October. When it's coming to December and January, we'll see.
He'll be fine. Other fans love him already, don't they, down there? A 1-1 away at Brighton would normally be a good result. Millwall would normally be a good result for Brighton, but I suppose you missed a penalty and you're thinking, well, we could have had all three.
Well, no, it wasn't. Beginning of the season, probably you will take it because how difficult it is to play Millwall away. But we were in control.
Did you have a go at that penalty, or did you say, well...
Well, no, I was not a penalty taker, so I'm not going to blame anyone who takes penalties. But we had chances. We were in the game. We were controlling the game. And we scored at the right time as well, which it was the situation where you say, well, now, yes, now we're going to win it. We're going to go and score another one. And we didn't. Football, you never know when and how you're going to concede. At the time that the ball was hit, we thought that the Casper will save it. The goalkeepers, they are not happy with this football now.
Yeah,
he moves a lot.
Of things there. But as you say, it's balancing it out, isn't it, really? And
there was a spell. I don't remember this spell in my managerial career. Probably in the beginning, when I started, that we couldn't win. Tough. I mean, Leicester, possibility, we didn't play great, but we were in the game. Leeds, incredible. I mean, it was on TV in Sky. It was the typical great game. Palace, it was the one I didn't accept. It's unacceptable what happened against Palace. Ipswich, so-so, and the last two, tough.
Two tough more to come. Well, we're all tough, but two especially.
I think the next two, the nice ways to play. If I was a player, I love it. I mean, I look at that as a manager, as a player. Fixture, where is West Ham? There. Boom. Where is Birmingham? There. That's the game you want to play, I suppose. Southampton in 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah. You love it.
Yeah, that's the spirit, as we say. And you can see that game live. Gus is certainly looking forward to it. And I'm sure all his Brighton team are on Monday against West Ham, 7:30, HD1. Big game for Brighton and West Ham in the Championship.
I done everything possible to win this football game. From my side, I got the chance now to make a few changes and have a team talk, before and after the game. But the rest is done. And if you feel like that, I think, you're let's say, good with yourself. Then it's up to the player. Yeah, I done my job. Then it's up to the player. Yeah. I feel the same as a player. I didn't change in that side. I respected the manager, and I knew the manager could tell me a few things, but then it was me on the pitch. The player you're playing against, the move you make, hitting the ball or no, making a foul or no. That's you. It's not the manager shouting with an earpiece in there, foul, run, backward, forward. It's you.
Yeah.
So you try to put the player in the best conditions, to play the game.
Do you actually join in sessions just yourself now?
No, I set up everything not to. Tano joins in. Every now and then, Sunday mornings, when we play Saturday and Tuesday, we give the chance to the subs that they didn't play the day before to kick their stuff. So maybe we're playing a game at the end.
Yeah,
and they have the chance just to take all the energy that they kept from the day before because they didn't play to kick us. No, but it's... No, occasionally because of the numbers, because somebody get injured and you don't want to change the session, but no, not really, no.
You look back at League One and you sort of stormed away from Southampton last season. Can you catch them up again this season?
Well, I think it was incredible what we done last year. If you look at the two teams, the two group of players, the squads, they were without any doubt better than us. Somehow, the way we play, we surprised people and early doors, and we got points ahead, and it was difficult for them to get back. Anyone knew that finishing ahead of Southampton in League One, it was winning the league, and that's what we done. This shows that why they were championship players, because they started this season at that level. They're doing well, they're strong, they are there, they are confident, difficult to beat at home. Somehow they win games, so they're going to be contenders, I've got no doubt.
If I could give you middle of the table now, would you take it? Or if I gave you top six, would you?
No, I don't take. I learned from last year because I was the one saying top six, it would be perfect for us.
Yeah.
Because of what happened the two previous season, and then we won the league. So why am I going to take anything in there now? No, I don't take anything. But realistically, it should be around the middle. If we finish in the top 10, it shows that we came a long way. So we'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Bottom of the table looks like this in the Championship. Reading down there at the moment, but moving upwards in 14th position, Millwall, Doncaster and Bristol City, bottom three. Gus's Brighton are right up there in the top half in 10th, just a couple of points off second place. Southampton, West Ham, Middlesbrough, Derby, Crystal Palace and Ipswich, the top 6. And that's it for this week. It's a big thank you to Gus Poyet from all of us. Goodbye.
Watch all 5 Sky Sports channels on your mobile and online with Sky Go.